Hello, all students of Palo Alto University, and welcome to your first day of Fundamentals of Management, Business 320. My name is Professor Constance Connie Williams. I am your professor over the next several weeks. Let me first start off by saying that I do have office hours. The office hours will be every Sunday via Zoom. You'll see the announcements in the announcement section of the Zoom meetings. They'll be every Sunday from 5 to 6. And that is just to make myself available in the event you have questions, in the event that we need to discuss anything for our class, and etc. Fundamentals of Management. I'm going to briefly go through the course syllabus. So if you have your syllabus in front of you, you will be able to identify the course description. This will be the only thing that I'll read to you is the course descriptions. At the end of the students will be introduced to the history of management and exploration of the theories of management and leadership. This course will explain effective management characteristics and principles in successful organizations. Students will have a case study that involves learning about current company and its best management practices. And then each of you will also learn about the issues, the challenges, and requirements faced by the leaders today and in our future. If you follow along with me in the syllabus, you'll see the learning outcomes, what you'll be able to demonstrate and expected to know by the end of the course. Weekly, what you will see in the pages section in Canvas, an overview of that week, what the objectives is for that week, and then we'll go from there. Based on those objectives, and you'll see what your weekly assignments are, what the discussion is. If you look on the home page, you'll see the syllabus, and then you'll be able to follow the syllabus, and it's also aligned with the assignments, with the discussion. Let me first start off with by saying that each of you should have 2 books for this course. 2 books. The first main book is the management book. This is your basic book. It is the 5th edition. You should have that, so make sure you have the 5th edition. I'm following that. About a month ago, we made sure that every student knew it was the 5th edition. The second book, that it's a very short book, it's about 50 plus pages. It's Corporate America Needs a Neuroscience. That's the 2nd edition, and that's by Terrence Bruce. Ignore him, that's my grandson right there. He's going to be in the video today. Let me go over, so make sure you have those 2 books in the syllabus. We have it listed what the ISBN number is for both books. The course outline, you'll see what the weekly review topics are, the required books, text and reading, the chapters that we're going over, and then each section, what you'll see is that you'll see what the homework assignment is, what we will discuss, and what's in the assignments. That's weekly. Also, what you will find is in Canvas a breakdown of each discussion. Each discussion is worth 3 points for a total of 9 points. In Canvas, where there is an assignment that is applicable, you will see the assignment. Each assignment is worth a total of 8 points each. We will have a final paper that's due, that's 15 points, and then a final exam that I will either use ProctorU or I'll use Canvas, and more to come on that. Any updates for the class, any changes, you will always see it in the announcements, and then I will send out a group message to everyone weekly. Again, I make myself available on Sundays. I make myself available from 5 to 6 for Zoom office hours. If anyone wants to jump in and have questions, they need clarity on the assignment, I make myself available for that. What I will do is at the beginning of each week is do an intro lecture similar to this, just to give you some idea of what the class is, what's going on for that week. If I miss a week, go to your syllabus. It's right there. If I miss a week, go to the Zoom meeting. And what I plan to do is via that Zoom meeting is to talk about the upcoming assignment. And so that brings us to this week. I want you to make sure that you dive into chapters 1 and 2. And this again is from the management book, chapters 1 and 2. This should not be very difficult reading. Should be pretty easy to follow. The topics are management definition and overview, and then the history and concepts of management. Your first assignment that is due, your discussion questions, let me just point out, they will open up on that Sunday at midnight or that Monday midnight, 12 a.m. And your discussion questions are always due on Fridays. Your papers that you have to write or any assignments, they're given a full week. And so if our week starts on a Monday, then you don't have to turn it into that following Monday by 11:59. Again, each of the discussions are worth 3 points and the assignments are worth 8 points. I will specify in the assignments, I will specify in the discussion, the number of pages. And so it's important that each of you participate and submit your assignments. This is determine your final grade. Let me point out, I do not accept late assignments. I do not give out extra credit. Each student is expected to turn in their assignment and or their discussion. Once the opportunity has passed, it is passed. And so I just do not accept that. When we get to your final paper, your final exam, the final exam will come from this book right here. That's your management book. And at the end of every week, it says, know your concepts. And so they will be true, false, and or multiple choice that will cover all of the contents in your management book. Your final written paper, start tracking the things that you're learning in the management class, because you're going to be required to write a 3 to 5 page paper on everything you learned in your own words. It will be required APA style, so that means you have to have a cover page. If you are writing multiple pages, a table of contents, as well as your bibliography page as well, and or you call it a reference page. I do, as students with technology, we're able to use spell check, we're able to use all kinds of technology. And so I ask students to please spell check your information. Please look over your grammar. And if there's I believe PAU has a writing workshop, you can submit your paperwork through them. I do review every student's work. I do review it. I do provide comments. I have a week to make sure that I review. So we do have several students that's in the class. Again, if you have any questions regarding this very first week of class or any class thereafter, I have Zoom office hours every Sunday from 5 to 6 until the end of the course, and that will be beginning next Sunday. October the let's see, 30th. It will begin September 30th. I'm sorry. That it will beginning September. Let me just verify, because September I believe only have 30 days, and so that very first Sunday in October is October 1st. So that will be our first Zoom meeting. is October 1st. This wraps it up for right now at 5 to 6. 5 to 6 p.m. That is Pacific Standard Time. I'll be sending out an announcement that you will see in the announcement, the Zoom meetings. Look at that and keep track of that for anyone who wishes to participate. That wraps it up for right now. And this is your week 1. Again, welcome to Fundamentals of Management, your fall semester 2017. I'm Connie Williams, Dr. Connie Williams, your professor for this term. Glad to have each of you. I look forward to interacting with you. Have a good day.